Hello and welcome to the Pitt Greensburg Theatre Company's production of Dark Hamlet, written by William Shakespeare, cut, rearranged, and directed by Stephen A. Schrum. Please leave your cameras off and your microphones muted for the duration of the performance. You can find the program online at the web address on the director's screen. And now sit back, relax, and enjoy our performance of Dark Hamlet.
Words. 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 Be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, to take up arms against a sea of trouble by opposing end them. Die, sleep, no more. And by a sleep, we say an end to the heartaches and the thousand natural shocks the flesh is heir to, its consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, sleep, perchance to dream. There's the rub. What dreams may come, the sleep of death, we have shuffled off this mortal coil. Just give us pause.
'Tis now struck 12.
It is bitter cold, and I am sick at heart.
Neither a borrower nor a lender be.
Lord Hamlet, as if loosed out of hell to speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Murder most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Though this be madness, yet there is method in it.
And marks of prison, and the world is one.
Providence in the fall of a sparrow.
Oh, Hamlet, you've cleft my heart in twain.
Now cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing you to your rest.
This above all, to your own self be true.
In the most high and palmy state of Rome, a little ere the mightiest Julius fell, and the graves stood tenantless, and the sheeted dead did squeak and gibber in the Roman streets, as stars with trains of fire and dews of blood, disasters in the sun. And the moist star upon whose influence Neptune's empire stands was sick almost to doomsday with eclipse, as prologue to the omen coming on.
But now my cousin Hamlet and my son.
Little more than kin and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast your nighted colour off and let your eye look a friend on Denmark.
These but the trappings and the suits of woe.
'Tis unmanly grief. It shows a will most incorrect to heaven.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. What if the everlasting had not set his cannon against self-slaughter? Oh, God! Weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable to me seem all the uses of this world. That it would come to this. 2 months dead, married to my uncle. Most wicked speed disposed with such dexterity to incestuous sheep.
Let not your mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray you stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
I will in all things attempt to obey you.
Why, 'tis a loving and a fair reply. Be as ourself in Denmark. Madam, this gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet sits smiling to my heart.
Hail to your lordship.
Oh, it is good to see you well, Horatio. What's your affair in Elsinore?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
Do not mock me, fellow student. I believe it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it did follow hard upon.
Well, thrift, good Horatio. The funeral bake meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage table. Father. Yes, I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
You saw who?
My lord, the king your father. In the dead vast and middle of the night, a figure like your father. He appears before us and with solemn march goes slow and stately by.
Well, then I will watch tonight. Perchance he'll walk again.
I warrant it will.
Then sit still, my soul. All deeds will rise. All the earth overwhelm them to men's eyes.
Well,
Nay, tis struck.
look, my lord, it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace defend us. Be you a spirit of health or goblin damned. You come in such a questionable shape that I will speak to you. I will call you Hamlet, King, Father, Royal Dane, but oh, answer me. Let me not burst in ignorance, but tell me why the sepulchre has catched you up again.
I am your father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in fires until the crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house, I could a tale unfold, whose lightest word would harrow up your soul, freeze your young blood, and make your eyes like stars start from their spheres, and each particular hair to stand on end like quills upon the fretful porcupine. But listen, if you did ever your dear father love, revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder. Well, haste me to know it, that I with wings as swift as meditation or thoughts of love may sweep to my revenge.
Now, Hamlet, here, 'tis given out that sleeping in my orchard, a serpent stung me. But know you, noble youth, the serpent that did sting your father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle.
Brief let me be. Sleeping within my orchard upon my secure hour, your uncle stole, with juice of cursed heaven and in a vial, and in the porches of mine ears did pour the leprous distilment. Thus was I sleeping by a brother's hand, of life, of crown, of queen, at once dispatched, no reckoning made, but sent to my account, with all my imperfections on my head. Oh, horrible, most horrible. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest. Fare you well at once. The glowworm shows the madden to be near, and begins to pale his ineffectual fire. Adieu, adieu. Remember me.
Remember you. Poor ghost, your command alone live in the book and volume of my mind.
What news, my lord?
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, good my lord, tell it.
Oh, no, you will reveal it.
Not I, my lord, by heaven.
Well, then, my good friend, grant me this one small request. Never speak of what you have seen tonight. Nay, but swear it.
Swear!
Oh, day and night, but this is wondrous strange.
There are more wonders in the heavens and the earth that are dreamt of in your philosophy, Horatio. But come, hereafter I think shall meet to put an antic disposition on.
My lord, I will not.
Rest. Rest, perturbed spirit. Fine, it's all out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, that I was ever born to set this right. Nay. Come, let's go together.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? I entreat you both to draw him on to pleasures and to gather so much as from occasion you may glean, whether aught to us unknown afflicts him thus.
For the supply and profit of our hope, your visitation shall receive such thanks as fit the king's remembrance.
Both your majesties might command.
But we both obey to freely be commanded.
Thank you, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thank you, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz.
My liege and madam, since brevity is the soul of wit, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. My daughter, such precepts I gave her, that she should lock herself from his resorts, and he repulsed. A short tale to make. Fell into madness when now he raves.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be, very likely.
How may we try it further?
No, sometimes he walks 4 hours together here in the lobby.
So he does indeed.
At such a time, I'll loose my daughter on him. Be you and I behind an arras then, and mark the encounter.
We will try it.
But look, where sadly the poor wretch comes reading.
My honored lord.
My most dear lord.
My excellent good friends, Guildenstern. Rosencrantz, good lads, how do you both?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
What's the news?
None, my lord, but that the world has grown honest.
Well, then doomsday is near. The news is not true. And to me, Denmark is a prison.
We think not so, my lord.
May not be so to you, for there's nothing good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. And to me, it is a prison.
Why then, 'tis your ambition that makes it one. 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself the king of infinite space. Only I did not have bad dreams.
Which dreams indeed are ambition, for the very substance of the ambitious is merely the shadow of a dream.
Yeah, and a dream itself is but a shadow.
Truly, but I hold ambition so light and airy a quality that it is but a shadow's shadow.
Let me conjure you both, and I pray you be even and direct with me, whether you were sent here or no.
My lord, we were sent for.
I may be mad, north by northwest, but the wind is southerly. You know a hawk and a handsaw. Well, then, I will tell you why. Recently, and wherefore I know not, I've lost all my mirth. Oh, what a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty! But to me, what is this quintessence of dust, man? Lights me off. No, nor woman neither, though by your smiling you may seem to say so.
Why then, if you do not delight in man, what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive from you? We caught them on their way, and hither are they coming to offer you service.
What players are they?
Those you were wont to take delight in, the tragedians of the city.
Well, how come they? Have they grown rusty?
Nay, but their endeavor keeps them in the wonted pace.
There are the players.
They are welcome in Elsinore. Now I am alone. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I!
Good, my lord. How does your honor for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well, well, well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I've longed to redeliver. I pray you now, receive them.
Doubt you the stars are fire, doubt you the sun doth move, doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt that I love.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
Well, then you should not have believed me, for our virtue cannot so inoculate us. We relish in our old stock. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why would you be a breeder of sinners? Where is your father?
At home, my lord.
Oh, well then may the doors be locked upon him, that he play the fool nowhere but in his own house. To a nunnery. Go, and quickly too. Farewell.
Oh, what a noble mind is here overthrown. Oh, woe is me. To have seen what I have seen. See what I see.
Love. His affections do not that way tend. Nor what he spoke was not like madness. There's something in his soul over which his melancholy sits on brood. He shall with speed to England. What think you on it?
Shall do well. To England send him, or confine him to wherever your wisdom best see fit.
It shall be so. Madness and great ones must not unwatched go.
My lord, the king hear this piece of work.
And the queen too, and presently.
Bid the players make haste. I've heard it said, guilty people sitting before a play have proclaimed their malfactions. So I'll have these players play something of the murder of my father before my uncle. Observe his looks. I beg you, when you see that act afoot, if he but blench, I know my course. The play is the thing where I will catch the conscience of the king.
Well, my lord, I will my eyes rivet to his face.
Here they come. I must be idle. Get ye to a place.
Come hither, my dear Hamlet. Sit by me.
Oh, no, mother. Here's metal far more attractive. My lady, will I lie in your lap?
Oh, my lord.
Well, I met my head upon your lap.
Aye, my lord.
You think I meant country matters?
I think nothing. You are merry, my lord.
Ooh, I?
Aye, my lord. What means this, my lord?
Mary means mischief. Poisons him in his garden for his estate. Man's name's Gonzago. You will see anon how Gonzago quickly wins the love of the man's wife.
The king rises.
What? Frightened with false fire.
Off there is my lord.
Give over the play!
Give me some light. Away!
Horatio, I'll take the good ghost's word for 1,000 pounds. Did you perceive?
I did very well note him.
Good, my lord. Vouchsafe me a word with you, the king, sir.
Aye, sir, the king, and what of him?
Is in his retirement marvelous distempered.
Oh, with drink, sir.
No, my lord, rather with choler.
The queen, your mother, in her most greatest affliction, has sent me to you. And thus she says, your behavior has struck her into amazement and admiration. She desires to see you in her closet ere you go to bed.
Oh, we will attend to her as if she were 10 times our mother.
My lord, the queen wishes to speak with you in her bedchambers.
I'll attend to my mother by and by.
I will say so.
Leave me, friends. Now is the very witching time of night. Churchyards yawn, and hell itself breathes out contagion upon the world. Now I could drink hot blood and do such acts as the day would quake to look upon. Ah, my mother's I must go. I will speak daggers, but I will use none. My tongue and my soul are hypocrites in this.
I like him not. Nor stands it safe with us to let his madness range. Therefore, prepare you. I, your commission, will forthwith dispatch, and he to England shall along with you.
We will ourselves provide.
Arm you, I pray you, to this speedy voyage, for we will fetters put upon this fear, which now goes too free-footed.
We will
haste us.
My liege, he is going to his mother's closet. Behind an arras I'll convey myself to hear the process. Farewell, my liege. I will call upon you ere you go to bed and tell you what I know.
All my offense is rank. It smells to heaven. It has the primal eldest curse upon it, a brother's murder. But what form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder? That cannot be, since I am still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder. My crown, my own ambition, and my queen. May one be pardoned and retain the offense in the corrupted currents of this world. Bow stubborn knees, and heart with strings of steel be soft as sinews of the newborn babe. All may be well.
And now I may do it, Pat. Now he's praying.
For lo, his sword, which was declining on the milky head of Reverend Priam, seemed to the air to stick. So, as a painted tyrant, Pyrrhus stood, and like a neutral to his will and matter did nothing.
And now I do it. And so he goes to heaven, and so I am revenged. A villain kills my father, and I that same villain send to heaven. Up, sword, and know thyself a more horrid chance, when he is drunk asleep or in some other act with no relish of salvation in it. Then trip him, that he may kick his heels at heaven, and his soul may be as black and damned as the hell whereto it goes. My mother stays. But his physic but prolongs your sickly days.
My words fly up, my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
He will come straight. I'll sconce him even here. Pray you be round with him.
Mother! Mother! Mother!
I'll warrant you. Fear me not. Withdraw, I hear him coming.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, you have your father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, you answer with idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why? How now, Hamlet?
Come. Sit you down. You will not budge until I set you up a glass wherein you will see the most inmost part of you.
What you do? You will not murder me. Help! Help! Ah!
What? But oh, help! Help! Help!
Oh, all right. Well, dead for a turkey dead.
I'm slain.
Oh me! What a rash and bloody deed is this?
A bloody deed. Almost as bloody dear mother as kill a king and marry with his brother.
Oh, speak to me no more. These words, like daggers in my ears. No more, sweet Hamlet.
Leave her to heaven, and to those thorns that in her bosom lodge to prick and sting her.
Do you not come your tardy son to chide? That lapse in time and passion, let's go by the important acting of your dread command?
Do not forget, this visitation is but to whet your almost blunted purpose.
Alas, how is it with you? That you do bend your eye on vacancy, and with the incorporare, you'll hold discourse.
Do you see nothing there, or do you nothing here?
Nothing at all, no, nothing but ourselves.
It's not madness that I've uttered. Repent the past. Avoid what's to come. Good night. But go not to my uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have it not. You must to England. You know that, don't you?
Alack, I had forgotten. 'Tis so concluded on.
Those letters sealed, and my 2 schoolfellows, who I will trust, my wheel adders fanged, they bear the mandate. They must sweep my way and marshal me to knavery. Mother, good night.
I have sent to seek him and to find the body. How dangerous is it that this man goes loose? Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
Well, at supper.
At supper where?
It's not where he eats, where he's eaten. Certain convocation of politic worms are even at him.
Hamlet, this deed, for yours especial safety, which we do tender as we dearly grieve, for that which you have done, must send you hence with fiery quickness.
To England.
So is it, if you knew our purposes.
Knew all occasions inform against me. Spur my dull revenge. Come, for England.
And England, if my love you hold at all, you may not coldly set our sovereign process, which imports at full by letters congruing to that effect, the present death of Hamlet.
I will not speak with her.
Her mood will needs be pitied. 'Twere good she were spoken with, for she may strew dangerous conjectures in ill-breeding minds.
Let her come in. To my sick soul, as sin's true nature is, each toy seems prologue to some great amiss. So full of artless jealousy's guilt, that spills itself in fearing to be spilled.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
Oh no, Ophelia!
He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At his head a grass green turf, at his heel a stone.
Nay, but Ophelia.
How do you, pretty lady?
Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, all in the morning betime, and I am made at your window to be your Valentine. Then up he rose and donned his clothes and opened the chamber door, letting the maid that out a maid never tomorrow bore.
Pretty Ophelia, how long has she been thus?
I hope all will be well, but we must be patient. But I cannot choose but weep to think they should put him in the cold ground. My brother shall know of it. And so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night. Good night.
Follow her close. Give her good watch, I pray you. Oh, this is the poison of deep grief. It springs all from her father's death. Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not as single spies, but in battalions.
Alack, what noise is this?
Where is this vile king? Give me my father.
Comely good Laertes.
Tell me, Laertes, why you are thus incensed. Speak, man.
Where is my father?
Dead.
How came he dead? To this point I stand, only I'll be revenged most thoroughly for my father.
But I am guiltless of your father's death, and am most sensible in grief for it.
How now? What noise is that? Dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia.
They bore him barefaced on the bier. Hey, nani, nani, hey, nani. And in his grave rains many a tear. Farewell, you, my dove. There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray, love, remember. And there are pansies. That's for thoughts. There's fennel for you and rue. There's columbine. There's a daisy. I would give thee some violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end.
Document in madness, thoughts and remembrances fitted.
And will he not come again? And will he not come again? No, no, he is dead. Go to your deathbed. He will never come again. God have mercy on his soul.
Do you see this, O God?
Laertes, I must commune with your grief. Be you contented to lend your patience to us, and we shall jointly labor with your soul to give it due content.
Let this be so.
So you shall, and where the offense is, let the great axe fall. I pray you, go with me.
Horatio. When we were 2 days old at sea, a pirate, very warlike appointment, gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow of sail, we put on a compelled valor, and in the grapple I boarded them. On the instant they got clear of our ship, so I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves of mercy. They knew what they did, and I am to do a good turn for them. Let the king have the letters I have sent, and repair to you to me with as much speed as you would fly death. I have words to speak in your ear will make you dumb, yet are they much too light for the bore of the matter. These good fellows will bring you where I am. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern hold their course for England. Of them I have much to tell you. Farewell, Hamlet.
High and mighty, you shall know I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I recount the occasion of my sudden and more strange return. Hamlet. Now must your conscience my acquaintance seal, and you must put me in your heart for friend. Laertes, will you be ruled by me?
Aye, my lord. So you will not overrule me to a peace.
If he be now returned, I will work him to an exploit now ripe in my device, under the which he shall not choose but fall. And for his death no wind of blame shall breathe, but even his mother shall call it accident.
I will be ruled. The rather, if you could devise it so that I might be the organ to cut his throat in the church.
No place indeed should murder sanctuarize, yet revenge should have no bounds. We'll put a wager on your heads. He, being remiss, will not peruse the foils, so that with ease or a bit of shuffling, you may choose a sword unbaited. and in a passive practice, requite him for your father.
I will do it. And for that purpose, I'll anoint my sword. I bought an unction from Mountebank. I'll touch my point with this contagion, that if I gall him slightly, it may be death.
Let us think of this further. Soft. Let me see. We'll make a solemn wager on your cunnings. When in your motion you are hot and dry, as make your bouts more violent to that end, and that he calls for drink, I'll have prepared a chalice for the nonce, whereon but sipping, if he by chance escape your venom stuck, our purpose may hold there. How now, sweet queen?
Woe does tread upon another's heel. How fast they follow. Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Oh, where?
There is a willow, grows aslant a brook. There with fantastic garlands did she come, and down her weedy trophies herself fell in the weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide and mermaid-like, while she chanted snatches of old tunes, as one incapable of her own distress. But long it could not be, to that her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch to muddy death.
Alas, then, she is drowned.
Drowned.
Too much of water have you, poor Ophelia? And therefore I forbid my tears.
Let's follow, Gertrude. How much I had to do to calm his rage.
In youth, when I did love, methought it was very sweet to contract all the time for arm I behove. Oh, methought there was nothing meet.
Man has no feeling in his business that he sings at grave making.
Oh, custom has made it in him a property of easiness.
But age with his stealing steps has clawed me in his clutch and has shipped me into the land as if I had never been such.
Whose grave is that, Sirrah?
Mine, sir.
I think it'd be yours indeed, for you lie in it.
For my part, I do not lie in it, yet it is mine.
Well, you do lie in it, to be in it, and to say it is yours. The grave is for the dead, not for the quick, therefore you lie.
Then 'tis a quick lie, sir.
What man do you dig it for?
For none, neither.
What woman, then?
A woman, neither.
Who's to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, but rest her soul, she is dead.
Oh, absolute the knave is. How long have you been a grave maker?
It was the day that young Hamlet was born, he that is mad and is sent into England.
Oh, I marry, and why was he sent into England?
Why, because he was mad. He shall recover his wits there, for if he do not, it's no great matter there.
And why is that?
Will not be seen in him there. There the people are as mad as he. Here's a skull now. This skull has lain in the earth 23 years.
Oh, well, whose is it?
A horse on mad fellows it was. Whose do you think it was?
But nay, I know not.
This same skull, sir, was Yorick's, the king's jester.
Oh, let me see. Oh, alas. Poor Yorick. Oh, I knew him, Horatio. He was a fellow of infinite jest. Most excellent fancy. I think Alexander looked of this sort when he lay in the dirt.
Even so.
What base uses we may return, Horatio. So, here comes the king. And the queen? Porteous, but who is it they follow?
Her death was doubtful. No more to be done. We should profane the service of the dead to sing a requiem and such rest to her as peace-parted souls.
The fair Ophelia.
Sweets to the sweet. Farewell. I hoped you should have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought your bride bed to have decked, sweet maid, and not have strewed your grave.
Oh, treble woe. Fall 10 times treble on that cursed head, whose wicked deed your most ingenious sense deprived you of. Hold off the earth a while till I have caught her once more in mine arms.
Who is he whose grief bears such an emphasis?
Devil take your soul!
You peanut, well, I pray you, take your fingers from my throat.
Pluck them asunder.
Hamlet, Hamlet.
But be quiet.
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers could not match the quantity of love I have for. What will you do for her?
Oh, he is mad, Laertes.
It's mere madness.
Sir, why? Why do you use me thus? I loved you ever. But it matters not. Let Hercules do what he may. The cat will mew, and the dog will have his day.
I pray you, good Horatio, wait upon him. Gertrude, set some watch over your son. Laertes, strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. This grave shall have a living monument. An hour of quiet shortly shall we see. Till then, in patience our proceeding be.
So, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern go to it.
Well, thus beneted round with villainies, I sat myself down and devised a new commission, an earnest conjuration to the king, that upon viewing the contents and reading it, we should have no choice but to put the messengers to sudden death. Prescribed if I'm allowed.
Your lordship is right. Welcome back to Denmark.
Well, I humbly thank you, madam.
Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I should impart a thing to you from his majesty.
Well, I will receive it, madam, with all diligence of purpose. And put your bonnet to his right use, 'tis for the head.
I thank your lordship. It is very hot.
No, believe me, it's very cold. The wind is northerly.
It's indifferently cold, my lord, indeed.
But yet methinks it's very sultry and hot for my complexion. Do you know this waterfly?
No, my good lord.
My lord, His Majesty bade me signify to you that he has laid a great wager on your head. Sir, here is newly come to court Laertes, believe me, an absolute gentleman. And I mean, for his weapons, sir, but an imputation laid onto him by them, and his meed he's unfellowed.
What's his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
Well, that's two of his weapons. Well,
The king, sir, has wagered in him that in a dozen passes between yourself and him, he shall not exceed you 3 hits, and it would come to immediate trial if your lordship would vouchsafe the answer.
well, then let the foils be brought, the gentleman willing, and let the king hold his purpose. I will win for him if I can. And if not, I suffer nothing but the bruised pride and the occasional odd hit.
I commend my duty to your lordship.
Yours. Well, to commend it herself. There's no other tongue that'll do it for her.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
I do not think so. Ever since he's been back from France, I've been in continual practice. I will win at the odds. Begging your pardon, sir, I've done you wrong.
I am satisfied in nature, and do receive your offered love like love, and will
And
not run.
Will I embrace it freely, and will this brotherly wager frankly play? Give us the foils. Come on.
Come, one.
Set me the stoups of wine upon that table. If Hamlet give the first or second hit, or quit in answer of the third exchange, the king shall drink to Hamlet's better breath.
Come on, sir.
Come, my lord.
One.
No. No.
Judgment.
A hit, a very palpable hit.
Well, again.
Stay, give me a drink. Hamlet, this pearl is yours. Here's to your health. Give him the cup.
Well, I'll play this bout first. Set it by a while. Come. Another hit. What say you?
A touch, I do confess.
Our son shall win.
Green crosses to your fortune, Hamlet.
Good madam.
Gertrude, do not drink.
I will, my lord. I pray you pardon me.
It is the poisoned cup. It's too late.
Well, I dare not drink, madam. Yeah, by and by.
My lord, I'll hit him now.
I do not think it.
And yet 'tis almost against my conscience.
Come for the third, Laertes. You but dally. I pray you. Bring your best violence.
Say you so. Come on, have at you now.
Part them. They are incensed.
What to the tree there? How?
Oh, they bleed on both sides. How is it, my lord?
How is it, Laertes?
I am justly killed with my own treachery.
How does the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed.
No, Now, the drink, the drink. Oh, my dear Hamlet, the drink, the drink. I am poisoned.
Villainy! Let the doors be locked! Treachery! Seek it out!
It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, you are slain. No medicine in the world can do you good. The treacherous instrument is in your hand, unbaited and envenomed. Lo, here I lie, never to rise again. Your mother's poisoned, Hamlet. The king, the king's to blame.
The point. And Venom too. Well then, Venom, do your work.
Yet defend me. I am but hurt.
Oh, here, you incestuous, murderous damn dame, is your potion in here. Drink off your poison. Follow my mother.
He is justly served. It is a poison tempered by himself. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's death fall not upon you, nor yours upon me.
Heaven make you free of it. I follow you. Dead Horatio. Wretched queen, adieu. His conscience has made cowards of us all. Thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied over with the pale cast of thought. Enterprises of great pith and moment. Currents go awry. And the rest is silence.